Hey y'all, this is Layla from Baddies Get Paid, and we got a special one for you, okay? As you guys know, we posted about a girl named Desire a few days ago in the YouTube shorts, and we have a little story about her, okay? So one, if you guys are in the Discord, we did have some people post about her because she did a vlog or a YouTube video with this YouTuber right here. And pretty much, I guess he paid for her services to have her on his show to get some content, to take a quote-unquote, fig worker, whatever, on a dinner date. And yeah, it was pretty entertaining. She was open about a lot of things that she does, and that the fact that she had a pimp, etc., etc. But yeah, we decided we were gonna try to get her on an interview and probably do an E-Date show on a live stream. And King ended up finding who she was and pretty much offering her a deal to, do the E-Date show to promote brands and do marketing, and then have her maybe do an interview as well too. And she was down with it. She was okay with doing everything. They were in contact, and since August, she hasn't been messaging us back, or we didn't know what actually happened to her. So he did some digging, and somebody contacted us and said pretty much that she paid a small deposit for her lashes and ran off on the plug, okay? So she ran off on the plug, did not pay for the lashes, got back in her car and drove off. And I guess we kind of noticed that she was going from city to city. And when, we had her kind of do a video, because he had sent in some money for some food. I guess she was hungry. And there was no one else in the car. We didn't really see anyone traveling with her. But come to find out, after the article came out about her arrest, she was actually with a guy named Jaheim Wilson, who she lied to us and said it wasn't her pimp, but we kind of already knew that was her pimp. Because, if we're giving you money, you have to send it to him. For him to send it to you, that's kind of stupid. This is 2025. Like, do girls still work like that in the streets? I don't know, okay? And apparently she did a whole lot of talking to the feds, and pretty much they have a lot of charges, okay? So I'm going to kind of summarize what happened. And yeah, so here's number one. His name is Jaheim Wilson. He's 23 years old, from Stockton, California. And, people call her Lily or Pretty Face Desire, but it seems like, her name is Oleyah J Brown. She's 21, from Stockton, California. And they were booked since August 7th, okay? That's pretty much around the time where King said he lost contact with her. So what happened was there was a home invasion / burglary. A burglary that happened at Barton Avenue in Point Pleasant around 1:30 a.m. So this is probably in New Jersey. Wilson and Brown kicked the door of the residence and stole items, with Wilson firing a handgun outside before fleeing. The incident began when a friend of the homeowner asked to use his house to meet with a prostitute that he had hired online. The prostitute was Brown, and Wilson / her boyfriend was assumed to be her pimp. Okay, so here's the setup, okay? The friend met Brown, aka Desire, at Route 88. So that's, I guess, like a freeway or highway somewhere in New Jersey, where she arrived with Wilson driving. After that, at the house, the friend paid Brown $150 and gave her some weed. I think it was like an ounce of weed. I don't remember. I think I read about an ounce of weed, but she became weird and wanted to leave early. The confrontation then started when the friend asked for his money back. Brown left through the back door and shouted, "Get the gun," to Wilson. The break-in, Wilson and Brown kicked the door, stole a bottle of vodka, and Wilson fired his weapon. What's crazy about it is that when the police came to the house, they found him sleeping in the bedroom closet. He was too frightened to come out. Which is kind of weird, because the police were in the house the whole time, and they had to crawl through the entire house to do an investigation. And then they found him in the closet. Crazy, right? Well, so who knows how long he was in the closet for. But then undercover officer arranged a meeting with Desire, aka Brown, at Clarion Hotel in Towns River, leading both suspects to be arrested. So I guess they figured they interrogated the person who was hiding in the closet who paid for her services. They found out who she was. They texted her, tried to get a meetup real quick to get extra money. And then the police pretty much set them up, right? So an undercover cop got her. The evidence that they had was surveillance video that showed Wilson, who's her pimp, with a firearm that had an illegal extended magazine on it. So they drove from state to state. And I don't know if you guys know, but driving from state to state is completely different charges, including the charges you have in the state that you committed the crime in. So from what my understanding, they're in a New Jersey jail right now waiting to be sentenced. And I don't know if New Jersey has strict gun laws like New York, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's a pretty strict gun law area. It's not like Florida or Houston or like that. So he has an extended magazine, then he has a gun, it's not registered again, then he shot it, then they broke into someone's house. He's a pimp. And then lastly, so she's gonna be like an accomplice, all those things, burglary, and she's charged for, she's 21 years old, he's 23, but he has the most charges. But man, that's gonna be rough. I don't know what her bail is. I'm gonna ask King to see if he can figure it out. But at this point in time, it's like, will she understand what she did wrong? Will she still go back to doing what she's doing right now? Because I don't know if you guys know, but we actually tried to have a conversation with Nova not too long ago. And yeah, she's doing a lot worse than she was before King stopped helping her. So I don't know what's going on with that. But they're apparently in an Ocean County jail and they're awaiting their hearing. And they have multiple added charges, okay? So they both home invasion, burglary, weapon transportation, illegal ammunition possession. I didn't even remember that one. That's for them. And then the guy, her pimp, Jaheim Wilson, he has weapon charges and resisting arrest. So he has way more charges than she does. And then for her, she's involved as a worker since she was 17. And that's documented. And we kind of found here a picture that shows that she was actually a runaway when she was 17. So I don't know if she ran away with him or what happened, but there seems to be a very large growing number of girls from the age of 12 to 17, not just running away, but being trafficked. And I don't know if there's anyone else that's talking about it. I mean, a few people do videos on specific people, but this is at an alarming rate. I mean, read a story of a girl who her mom doesn't know if she's alive or not. And she spoke to a guy who claimed that he did pick her up, but then she hasn't heard from her daughter in over a month, I think. So we're gonna try to get to speak to her mother too. Maybe King will do that, I don't know. But that's another one that's serious, and that's in Las Vegas area. And Desire, the girl that we're talking about now, she's also from California. So I'm not where her parents are, where her family is. I think she did say that she had a brother. I'm not too sure about that, but it's not looking out here in these streets, man. It's looking very, very bad. And who knows how many years they're gonna be facing. Hopefully she figures it out. I don't know, man. But if there's anything that we could do to help, if anyone knows who she is and how we'll be able to help her, let us know. Comment down below what you think should happen next, or if you know her and if you know any stories, and keep us posted, all right? Subscribe, like the video, and join the Discord group, all right? Baddies get paid. Let's go. Baddies get paid.